Hello everyone, Upijata Arts family, hello. If you are new here, I'm Ms.Yoli, a participant, instructor, director, and co-founder of Upijata Art Company on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, also known as the Ogallala Sioux Indian Reservation here in South Dakota. This is an update for November and December. Now, because I missed November, November was a lot of things happening. I did film, but I forgot quite a bit of things to say too, and I was actually supposed to go to New Mexico, but I didn't. So that's up in the air. But I wanted to say happy holidays to everybody. Happy holidays. November was Native American Heritage Month, and also within the month was Native American Heritage Day. And happy Thanksgiving. It is December 4th, and that's what I'm filming now. And I want to also say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, everything that goes into our winter and our end of the year holidays, and Happy New Year to everybody. So let's get started. First, I want to start. Get yourself something to drink and refreshing. And I want to spread prayers and good health and happy holidays to all with some lighting of some sage. Also, when we start our classes on Saturday, and every time we start classes, we do light sage for the participants and try to set good intentions for the day and try to be there for anybody going through any personal issues. Upijata runs every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have about 15 participants of the ages, between the ages of 5 and 13. We do various arts projects during that time. We sew, we knit, draw, dance. A lot of the participants like to color. One of our participants like to make flowers out of a ribbon. Toothbrush rugs. It is, there's these old toothbrushes that used to have a hole at the end so you could hang them up. Well, you cut off the brush and make this giant needle. And so you kind of do knots with cotton material to make a rug, and you kind of knot it around and around and around. A picture of that was on our Instagram lately. One of our participants are doing those. What else are we doing? We do a lot of stuff with hot glue gun, of course. We did that for a while. Usually our art mediums kind of like flow their in and outs. Sometimes they're real popular, and then sometimes they're not as popular. We also do diamond art, thanks to some family members that donated. We go for walks during the day. Sometimes the participants get a little antsy, and we go for about a 30-minute walk every Saturday. And during the day, we have fun, talk to our participants. Usually they're quite young. The majority of them are under 10. We would sit down with them at the table, do some artwork in the morning, and then sometimes we have a cook that brings us lunch, or sometimes I just get sandwiches and snacks for lunch. Let me see, what else do we do during the day? And then after that, we usually go for a 30-minute walk after that, and then usually the young ones get kind of antsy, so they'll play around. They usually will come up with a scenario and act it out and play around. the building, inside the building, and sometimes they'll play hide and go seek, or they'll play outside, play tag. And yeah, and then the majority of us would also, you know, there's a few of them that would just literally all day do artwork. I think there was about 2 young ladies that will sit and do artwork the majority of the time instead of playing. Of course, our young men are the ones that usually like to run around and play because they got so much energy. Also, modeling clay is one of the biggest things that we do. And it always, as you play with modeling clay or use modeling clay, it gets all mixed up. So eventually I just let the participants take some of the modeling clay home because it's already all mixed up. But modeling clay is probably the most needed at the moment. I do purchase as much as I possibly can right now. But what it is I haven't been really receiving it. Something about my order, maybe they don't have enough or there's too many orders at the moment. But anyway, I've ordered modeling clay about 3 or 4 weeks ago and they haven't showed up yet. It hasn't showed up where it's been shipped yet. So I don't know what's happening with the modeling clay, but that is one of the biggest things. So if anybody wants to give anything, we do have a wish list on Amazon. It does say, I'm almost sure it says Upijata Arts Company. So if you look on Amazon, our wish list there has modeling clay. If you want to, like I personally, I did order from Amazon and they haven't received it. So I don't know if that is Amazon altogether just don't have modeling clay. But if you want to purchase modeling clay somewhere else besides Amazon and shipped it to us, you're more than welcome to it. I'll make sure our address, shipping address, will be hopefully below or somewhere on the screen for you here, so you could ship that to us. Let me see. I think that's about everything that we do on our every Saturday or weekly basis. We do a lot of coloring on Saturdays, but we don't show it because it isn't personal, you know, artwork. It's coloring somebody else's artwork. That's one thing that we're not going to show off. But yeah, there is a lot of coloring because coloring is a very therapeutic artwork to do. Also, we don't show off any of our diamond work because that is somebody else's artwork, but that is a lot of stuff that we do on Saturdays that, you know, no one is really going to see pictures of. But we do a lot of that. If anybody does want to donate any coloring books, I don't think I have any coloring books on our Amazon wish list, but if you do want to donate some coloring books, we definitely will appreciate that. We got a lot of color pencils. We're really good on those right now. Colors, everything like that supplies, but coloring books, we probably do a lot of coloring, but not a lot of coloring books. So that is also something that you can donate if you so like to. Also, our cook, well, the food is mostly pretty expensive. Our cook does not work off so much funds. She kind of does it at the grade of her heart. We do give her a little bit of funds, but it's not much. Our food is quite expensive every Saturday. We like to try to make our lunches as healthy as we possibly can. We also like to buy snacks. The snacks in general are at least $35 to $25 every Saturday just for the snacks, not the whole lunch meal. So that is also something that it would be nice to have more funds for, is to be able to do more food. Also, like I was saying earlier, we will probably be shut down for the winter, but we can, if you do want to donate and specifically put down for lunches where you want your funding to go there, just just put it down that that's specifically what you want it for. But we will keep going as soon as the weather lets up. And that's about it. Certain funds to be donated. GoFundMe is a good place to go. Also, our website is a good place to go. And then right now, Ms.Yoli, very, very good artist. She's shown art since day one. We have learned how to keep mentally healthy through art, and that's what we want to give to the community, and that's what this is. And yeah, I think we've shown that we have been pretty strong working through artwork, working through our emotions, our growth, our personal growth through artwork. And I think it's made us pretty good people. Yeah, I'm really happy with how she grew up, how she became, and the person she is now. Of course, me as her mother, of course, is going to say that, but also since she has grown up, I step back as a mother and try to look at her as a person, not as somebody that I have brought in this world. Me personally, I think artwork has helped me. Knitting has actually helped me through a few depressions. I knit constantly when I am very sad, when things happen, and knitting really helped me out of that issue. Also, I started watercoloring around that time. I didn't think I could draw or watercolor very well. I don't watercolor too much, but when I do, I'm really surprised of how good they come out. I also like watercoloring because the water in Lakota culture, the water represents the woman, how we flow, how we nurture. And the way the water works with the color and how it flows, I try to mimic that in real life on how I use my emotions, how I stay strong, how I flow. So just keeping an eye on how water works has helped me a lot through being a woman. Also going through being older. I'm going through the change of life, been there for a while and probably still be in it for a little while longer. It has really helped with that change of life, with that flow to the next step. So watercolor has helped me quite a bit too. Drawing, I'm still not that good at drawing, but I could draw good enough to get the idea down to watercolor over it. If you're interested in being a part of our winter coat drive, hello everybody, we're handing out stuff like jackets, long johns, socks, hats, gloves today to the community in Kyle. You are more than welcome to send coats or jackets. We have to have hoodies or hoods on these jackets because it does get so cold over here. So that's the only requirement I ask, is for every jacket to have a hood. If it doesn't, to see if you could put like a stocking cap or something with it. But you are more than welcome to send it to our P.O. Box 101, Batesland, Batesland, South Dakota at 57716. And we will be able to hand out those jackets. Now, I don't want nobody to put themselves out. Like, make sure you can give. If you can't give, that's fine. That's totally fine. What we need is people to share, comment, talk about our program, talk about what we're doing here. because I don't want no one to be without. Everybody should have what they need, and if they work really hard for what they have and that's all they could afford, that is totally fine. But that's all I really ask for, is just talk about what we do here, tell other people, share, like, comment. It would be really nice on any of our content, on any of our platforms. That would also help us, because we could reach more and more people, and it would just make, you know, everything a lot easier to run. I mean, if we could reach, you know, I don't know, a lot of people, and those lot of people end up donating 50 cents, $1, $5, I mean, it ends up piling up. And of course, you know, if you could afford more, that's cool, but it is what it is. I just want everybody to be able to afford the help and be good, you know, be good with what they want. But I never ask anybody to donate more than what they could afford, for sure. Also, like, if you have extra, if you're an artist yourself and you have extra items and you want to donate those extra items, you're more than welcome for that. So in, I think, my first video, I explained all the artwork we do. I'm almost sure it was everything. Bookmaking, I help with bookmaking and art journaling. So all of those supplies, definitely. Knitting, I am a knitting instructor. Not much participants are in it at the moment, so not so much. But one thing is, I don't have much crochet stuff, and the crochet hooks. I have a lot of yarn right now, but crochet hooks is not what I have much of, and it would probably be easier to teach crochet first before knitting. The one thing that the children are really into, and I think it showed on our first video, was we do arm knitting with the giant yarn. So the children got that down. But I've noticed that crochet is probably easier to teach. So crochet hooks are kind of needed. I do not have crochet hooks at all on our Amazon wish list, so I'm mentioning it first here. But like I said, it's something like stuff you have in your house that you just have to pay for shipping, so it doesn't cost too much to help. Ooh, I know what I need. It is, okay, we use a lot of paper. So sketch paper and watercolor paper. That is, so if you're an artist and you have a lot of this piled up, and it is a lot, like you have more than what you need, and you are willing to donate your sketch paper and watercolor paper, yes, we could definitely use that. And you could send it to the same address as our coat drive, and that's where you could send donations. If you want to be mentioned here on YouTube and be you know, be thanked here personally, I would say send a note with it. Also, if you don't want to, please send a note with it telling me that you would like to be recognized or you don't want to be recognized. I will probably end up showing the item anyway and saying thank you without a name, but I would like to know if you want to be recognized or not, or your name being set out, because I do want to give thank you personally to every donation. So whenever you send anything, that would be great to know if you want to be personally recognized or not for items or for funding donations. Anyway, I gotta do my homework more. So I'm still learning how to do this filming, but please hang in there with me. This is very new to me. I'm not really into like acting or talking in public. Well, talking in public has been a little bit more easier But I like speaking to people in person. That's like my thing. I like talking to people in person. So sitting here and talking to you guys, but you'll be listening to me in the future where I'm sitting here talking to camera. So working on it. I'm really working on it. I'm hopefully from the first video to now this third video, hopefully it seems like I'm a little bit more relaxed and stuff like that. So I thank you so very much, guys. Again, I mean, I don't know. I'm always so grateful. So like I said, Thanksgiving, it's every day for me, not just one day a year. I also want to say thank you so much to everybody that has been buying Upijata shirts on Bonfire. I have noticed a lot of people have been purchasing our t-shirts, or our tops, I guess, because there's all kinds of different types, But I want to say thank you so much for people that have been purchasing. I'm not sure specifically who has purchased our tops, our Upijata's tops on Bonfire, but I've noticed there's been people that have purchased. So I want to say personally, thank you so much for purchasing our tops on Bonfire. So thank you so very much. I wanted to specifically reach out to you guys because I have noticed that. What is new? Okay. So what is becoming new? We are finding a building that we are able to purchase. Don't have much information about it. Know that it's pretty depleted, and we will have to do a whole lot of work in building and improving of this building. So we are trying to reach out to everybody to help us get this building going. We're wanting more physical art, like drawing, silks, sorry, wall climbing, silks, wall climbing, also like throwing paint around, just something where we could be more messy. Right now we are renting a office building where we have to keep it really clean. We can't really put any artwork on the walls, stuff like that. So we would like to have a place where we could call our own and that we could make a mess as needed to help our participants with their personal healing journeys. And also to stay healthy. We got a lot of young ones with very little issues in their family, and we want to keep them healthy and strong and become very strong citizens of our community. We got into this system that helps us respond to our donators a little bit quicker. It's called Neon One. And so with our donators, you guys, will be able to get email a little quicker, thank yous a lot more quicker, and you'll be able to get a hold of us, and it will be more organized for us to more or less streamline this, where we all have other things going as everybody in the back office. This is my main thing, but as I'll tell you later on, I do have life issues going on, but Upijata at the moment is my only employment. For my life issues took me out of making personal finances. We also have a other program I talked about, another program going where we're fundraising, where it is Society 6. And we have some of the children's artwork up. I'm working on trying to get more of the children's artwork up, but Society 6, just put Upijata Art Company or Upijata, and it will bring up all of the artwork that you could make into different products. So I highly suggest for you guys to go check that out. Also, we have, this is kind of just backtracking. Bonfire is another one, or you could get Upijata t-shirts. It's not exactly the one I have on, but eventually, hopefully I could purchase one and I will wear it in a future video. But that is one of my goals, is to actually purchase both products, a t-shirt from Bonfire and also products, because there's a lot of artwork that I love that our children have made, and I would like to have a product or a few products of the children's artwork. Also, just to remind you, when you purchase from Society 6, the children do get 50% of what Upijata gets from Society 6 for their artwork. So they could go to the local store and get little snacks or drinks, whatever they may need. Alrighty, our day today. Upijata runs every Saturday from 10 to 3, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. We have about 15 participants. Lately, our older ones kind of been slacking off a little bit. We have been trying to encourage them to show up. Now we do have sewing for one of our older participants. And our participants are from ages 5 to 13. And so having the new building would also improve probably the older participants to show up, because it's going to be more fun. Right now we more or less have the sit down clean artwork, where the artwork we're trying to do is not trying to make it look professional or good. The artwork we're trying to do is what helps the soul, helps the spirit, helps the heart heal. The artwork does not have to be beautiful or perfect. It just has to fulfill the need of the act of doing art, and that helps the spirit express itself. So that's our main focus. So that's why we need our own building, so we can go ahead and make the messes that we need, that our spirits need to heal our people, our children, our souls, and that historical trauma. It just keeps going and going. Whenever a parent doesn't know how to parent and then puts bad parenting skills upon your child, and then your child has bad parenting skills, and it goes on and on and on, and that is what's happening. So that is what we are trying to do, is we have rules to teach the children how to be nicer. Now those rules actually, you could tell that the children are learning how to be more kinder to each other, and also respect personal boundaries. The last time we had class, my co-director, she was really amazed how the children were playing so politely. Even though they were playing tag, or they're playing a game kind of where they attack kind of one child, playing role-playing type of things, and they were very kind with that, when before usually one of them would get hurt and we had to go tell them, and this time, no, everybody was kind, everybody was gentle with their playing around. So we were very proud of that, and it was really nice to see that our efforts on putting, not necessarily rules, but just learning how to be kinder to each other. I don't know much of the parents or the grandparents. I'm just dealing with the child themselves and what they say, and just being very open-hearted and open-minded to their needs. We used to have a yoga going on and singing lessons through Zoom. Right now we are not. The space we have is not for physical work. So right now we're putting that on hold for now. But I'm hoping as soon as we could get a physical place we could call our own, that we could do more of those physical work. And I've noticed that the yoga helped me and my daughter a little bit more. Also one of our participants that help us on staff, she also asked for yoga. So I've noticed that helps quite a bit with our personal needs as staff members. And the healthier us staff members are, the more healing and helping we could give others. I do have, and I have received some donations from other programs here on the reservation, art supplies, backpacks, and stuff like that. I don't think every participant will get a backpack, but we already gave some backpacks to them before, so whoever is new will definitely get one. But I do have art supplies for my participants, during the cold season. So if you are interested in learning more, about us at Upijata, you can go to our website. Our website is upijataartscompany.org, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube. If you have any questions, go ahead and put it comments down below. We'll keep an eye out on that. Check us out on Instagram. I don't know if you could reach out or put comments on there. We also have email, upijataarts@gmail.com. If you have any questions or if you want to email us, go ahead and you could get us there. So again, I want to give prayers to all to all the world. I have heard that it is going to be a little rough, government-wise, holidays, families, stuff like that. So I want to give prayers to everybody. I want to, hopefully everybody has good holidays, family, everybody is good with their family, good relationships with their family. Give all my prayers out to all. Bilamaye. I give thanks. This is good. This helps with positive energy. Everybody needs to hold positive energy. If you don't believe in sage, that is totally fine. Believe in your higher power. I pray to everybody's higher power to keep good, positive energy around our families, to keep food on our table, and keep smiles on our faces and warm hearts. Bilamaye and Doksha. And see you next time when probably I'm in New Mexico. See you guys.